Well then. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is a CWF little exclusive here, I'd say. And that was our intro, Seven Dust Enemy. That song came out in 2003 on the album Seasons. This is basically going to be usually a half hour, but we'll start out with 10-20 minutes of talking about CWF Extreme Justice. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Stay with me and enjoy some music. Alright. Welcome back, guys. So basically, we're going to talk about the big thing that's coming up for CWF, and that's the pay-per-view Extreme Justice 2013. We have a total of 6 matches, and we will be doing this pay-per-view with WFW, like always. And, yeah, so we'll probably do another one with all the results to WrestleBowl. But let's start out here with, talking about, there's a total of 5 matches, but there's the Hardcore Championship that will be on the line 24/7 this pay-per-view. And that'll definitely put some interest in the champions part. Who is our Hardcore Champion anyways? Last time I remember it was Crash Holly, but then he lost it. And now I believe it is Rhinos? No, I don't know. But whoever it is will most likely lose it, considering he has to defend it 24/7 at Extreme Justice. Moving on in the Extreme Justice show, the Intercontinental Championship, Goldberg versus Big Show. Goldberg going in as championing Brock Lesnar at the WrestleBowl. Sorry, I'm a little sick and tired. And that match will be a chains match. Basically, the ring will be flooded with these huge chains, and they'll have to wrestle in them, and it will be a very interesting match. Moving on in the show, Kurt Angle versus Christian in a grudge match. That'll be a tables match. We have not got this on footage, but while we did some regular boring shows, Christian and Kurt Angle have continued to attack each other over and over again and try and put each other through tables. Christian has put him through like 8 tables, and Kurt isn't doing so well in this attacking mode. But yeah, Christian returned and Kurt Angle both returned. Christian turned on Angle in a tag team match and turned on the whole crowd, basically. And so now they're going to have a match, and I expect this to be possibly better than the main event. Like, this is going to be such a great match. And, yeah. Alright, next, moving on. Shawn Michaels versus Mankind in a hardcore match. This match started when Shawn Michaels kicked Mankind in the face, took his mask. He took Mankind's mask. Like we said, Mankind, ever since HBK took his mask, is on a losing streak. Because you know why? Because he's not Mankind anymore. He seriously looks like a guy that just threw on his clothes and is trying to go to work. He does not look like a scary character anymore because he doesn't have the mask. So he's trying to get it back from Shawn Michaels. Question is, will he? We have no idea if he will. Moving on in the show, you will see Stone Cold take on Adrenaline General Manager Matt Striker. Reason why this match happened: if you attack a GM, you are suspended, possibly fired. But Matt Striker has challenged Stone Cold to a match, and Stone Cold, the stipulation is only Matt Striker can use weapons, Stone Cold cannot. Why? Because obviously Stone Cold would win if it was just a regular match. Because Matt Striker is only a GM, so that makes the match a little bit more interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how Stone Cold defeats Matt Striker, if he does, how he'll defeat him, Maybe Matt Striker will defeat Stone Cold in some twist. Who knows? It all depends on how it all turns out. This rivalry's been going on for quite some time, to be honest. It all started out when Stone Cold wasn't getting enough TV time and didn't even get on the card for WrestleBowl. He was very upset. So he decided to go out and threaten Matt Striker to attack him and all that. So then that's how this match played out. And, yeah, that's it. And then the main event, Triple H versus Eddie Guerrero for the CWF Championship. This match will be a first blood match. This has a lot of history. Why? Because last year at Extreme Justice, these two had a match. Not for a specific title, not for anything like that. It was just a regular rivalry match. And it was Triple H versus Eddie Guerrero in a first blood match. What ended up happening is what was very interesting. Triple H grabbed out a sledgehammer from nowhere, and Eddie Guerrero, I believe, had a... forgot if it was a barbed wire bat or just a bat, I forget. And they both swung at each other's heads at the same time and were both bleeding at the same time, and it was a draw. A first blood match actually ended in a draw. So we're going to redo this match. This time it's going to be for the CWF title. We're at the 6-minute mark. We'll go another good 5 minutes maybe. But here's the intermission. Here's Red with Perfect Life from the 2013 album Release the Panic. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry if you hear my dog barking in the background. Not so sure why he is. Let's start out with the injury report of this week. So far this week, some big guys have gotten injured. The Miz is out. He injured his leg in a battle royal. Not sure when he will return, possibly this month. Chris Benoit is injured after going for a crossface and he ended up hurting his arm. I wish I got that on camera because he did hit his arm pretty bad. He will most likely return in next month, early next month. Let's see what else we got. Brooklyn Brawler is injured. He injured himself against Charlie Haas after Charlie Haas hit the Haas of Pain. And that is it, I believe. That sounds about right. Alright, guys. Since we're kind of new to YouTube, I thought I'd tell you guys some very interesting facts that have happened during our show when we weren't doing this on camera. That happened years ago and stuff. So we're going to start with telling you some interesting facts about CWF. The longest match in history for us was Honky Tonk Man versus Diesel. It was 2 hours, and it was a great match. Sort of. It was more like a squash match. The most matches in one night was 6 matches. Hulk Hogan versus Kozlov at WrestleBowl for the CWF title. The longest Falls Count Anywhere match. Al Snow versus Maven. 1 hour, 2 minutes. The longest match for a house show match. Edge versus Stone Cold, 30 minutes. Some more interesting facts. Kurt Hawkins, who is no longer with CWF, was a 2-time CWF champion. He was also a 2-time Intercontinental champion. February 29th, Undertaker returns with the biker gimmick, and then he stopped it for a little bit, and now he's back with it. Scott Steiner, when he debuted, was undefeated from August all the way till January when he lost at a pay-per-view event against DDP. Longest champion ever was actually Chris Jericho with the CWF Championship. He held that for a good 3 to 4 years. A little less than that, maybe. Also, DDP held the Rated R title for a good 2-3 years. Didn't beat Y2J's record after DDP lost it to Y2J. And that's basically it for some interesting facts. Let's see what else we can talk about. Oh, here we go, guys. I got the CWF Slammies for 2012. Superstar was The Miz. Rivalry, Sting and Benoit. The Extreme Moment, Goldust and Cody Rhodes were in a Hell in a Cell match, and they went on the top of the cell through the electric box. Very huge moment. Breakout Superstar, Ultimo Dragon. He ended up winning King of the Ring as the first cruiserweight ever to win King of the Ring for us. Tag team, Haas and Benjamin. For WFW, my friend's company, Extreme Moment was when local indie wrestler, Isis FX, Powerbomb Christian, that was through the stage. Hold on, guys, I got a phone call. I'll be right back. Here's some music for you. Alright, never mind, guys. It was no one important. That was Bullet for My Valentine, Walking the Demon, from their 2008 album, Scream, Aim, Fire. Alright. As I was saying, WFW, again, as I'm talking, match, Punk versus Bryan. Rivalry, Ziggler and Punk. Debut, Cody Rhodes. Breakout Superstar, Bryan Danielson. Return, Hulk Hogan. Tag Team, Evolution. Pay-per-view, Cyber Saturday, and shocking moment was when two men won the Money in the Bank. Just some interesting facts for 2012 that was, guys. Tell me who you think so far is in a good running of 2013 Superstar of the Year. Alright. So this year we had WrestleBowl on camera. For WrestleBowl 7, we did not have on camera. I will quickly tell you guys the WrestleBowl 7 results, because I have a minute. So, Kurt Angle versus Dolph Ziggler. For the CWF title, Dolph Ziggler won it. Sting versus Benoit for the US title, Benoit won it. Money in the Bank, RVD won it. Edge versus Batista versus Triple H, Edge won it. Tag Team Champions, Demolition versus Eddie Edwards and Brutus Beefcake, Edwards and Brutus won. Jeff versus Matt Hardy, IC title and X Division title, TLC match, both had separate titles, Matt Hardy won both. Randy Orton versus Eddie Guerrero, #1 contender for the World Heavyweight, Orton won. Undertaker versus Kane, Taker won. HBK versus Diesel versus Bret Hart versus Razor. Diesel won. Sheamus, Cena, DDP won. And some other matches we don't care about. I got like 10 seconds left, guys. Here's Red Line Chemistry with Paralyzed. We'll be back with another episode soon. Thank you.